What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and I do have a new song out recently called Summer Gravity, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, let's talk about a proposal here, and I actually had the wrong one open. This one here, allocating of packs from the DAO to a new player onboarding campaign that'll kind of be a joint venture between the team and the DAO. So in summary, this proposal requests the SPS DAO to approve to allocate 1,000 Rebellion packs and 1,000 Conclave Arcana standard packs from the DAO treasury for a new player onboarding campaign. The campaign aims to attract and incentivize the first 2,000 verified new players to join the Splinterlands ecosystem by rewarding each one with one free Rebellion or Conclave Arcana standard pack upon completing key onboarding steps. Okay, so the objective to grow the player base. Campaign details: 1,000 of Rebellion packs, 1,000 of Conclave Arcana packs from the DAO's treasury. The distribution method will be one pack per eligible new player. The eligibility requirements will be you have to create a new account during the campaign period. Additional requirements to be set by the Splinterlands team, but focus on maximizing the player retention. Limit the first 2,000, and again, I should say multi-accounts will be prohibited from this, but limit first 2,000 new players. Timeline: campaign start and end dates to be determined by the Splinterlands team. Now, the benefits to the DAO, as they are stated here: player growth, so it introduces new player to modern cards, increasing retention potential. Marketing momentum, supports a coordinated marketing campaign. Long-term value: a 5 to 10% retention rate could yield 1 to 200 active verified new players. And the strategic use of assets establishes a measurable precedent for using DAO-held packs in growth incentives or initiatives. Data insights: the Splinterlands will be able to share conversion and tracking data with the community to evaluate the campaign effectiveness. Now, risks and mitigation. So the top risks: depletion of DAO-owned Rebellion and Conclave Arcana packs. 2, potential abuse by bots or farmed accounts. 3, it's setting a precedent for future giveaways. And 4, up to 1,000 additional packs of Conclave Arcana and 1,000 packs of Rebellion will be in circulation. And the mitigation for this that they have is limit the campaign to 2,000 packs in total, defined by the Splinterlands team. Position this as a pilot campaign with measurable KPIs and no commitment to future releases. And then leverage existing systems to minimize bot and multi-account abuse. So the cost is pretty simple. It's just going to be 1,000 packs of each Conclave Arcana standard as well as Rebellion packs, but it does not touch the DAO's budget outside of that. So why now? Is listed here. The Splinterlands community and game are thriving, making it an ideal time to attract new players. An optimized onboarding funnel is in place and continuously improved based on data. DAO-held assets can incentivize new players to give Splinterlands a fair chance. 2,000 packs is a modest investment, which roughly comes to about $7,000 to gain 200 active new players. Again, assuming a 10% retention rate. Closing thoughts: this campaign is small in scope. It's only 2,000 packs, targeted in execution, focused only on verified new players. And 3, highly measurable, provides data to assess effectiveness. So this is an interesting proposal. It's currently passing, I believe. Let's go. It's still in draft proposal stage, right? But it's currently passing with a 95%. Now, I'll say this: I like this in theory. I don't like one of the details, which is the Rebellion packs. I think we should just keep it with the current packs set that is in the store, which is Conclave Arcana, and I wouldn't mind doing 2,000 Conclave Arcana packs. Now, the reason for this is because the Rebellion packs were actually quite restricted, right? They're quite scarce, and so putting 1,000 out there, I don't know what percentage it is, but it's a decent amount of packs, right? So like I don't know that we should be doing that for Rebellion. Again, 1,000 isn't a lot, but I just don't think we should be touching Rebellion at all right now. I think we should be saving Rebellion for another potential campaign that brings in new players. And I know people are going to say, well, at some point Rebellion's going to be out of modern format and it's not going to be as valuable and blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong about that, but this doesn't seem like the time. Now, that being said, I'm still voting for it just because I like the idea in theory and I want it to go through. And if they feel strongly about it one way or another, or other people feel strongly, then they can voice their opinion and switch this to Conclave Arcana. But I think that this is important. I think that we should give it a try. The DAO is just sitting on these packs. And it makes sense to go through and run a targeted campaign like this. The team is actually very, very transparent with a lot of their metrics. A lot of the stuff you can see on the blockchain anyway, right? We're always tracking spellbook purchases and account signups and all this. The team obviously has a lot of they're able to go a little bit more in depth and see retention and see what the players do, where they spend money, X, Y, Z. So I'm sure that they'll share this stuff with us, and they're only going to do it continuously if it is effective. So I'm a fan of this. Like I said, I only have one little gripe, and I'm willing to overlook that just to see how this goes. And I do agree that this could be an interesting way to get people to come in and check out the game. You're guaranteed to get one pack. All it is about getting eyeballs in the door. If you can get well, I don't know if I said that right. Eyeballs in the door. Getting people through the door, right? If you can get people through the door, and then have them come in, experience the community, experience the interaction with the team, experience the game, which is in a much better place now than it has ever been in its entire existence, I do think that you can get a decent 5 to 10% retention rate, right? And I don't know whether that's great or not when it comes to crypto games. I don't know whether that's good or bad or high or low. But my point is, if you can get between a 5 to 10% retention rate, then you know exactly what you need to do in order to grow the player base, right? If you're consistent, even let's say go on the low end, even if it's just a 5% retention rate, conversion rate, right? Somebody that comes in and sticks around for the long haul. Well, now it comes down to like cost of acquisition. How much money do we have to spend, or the team has to spend, or the DAO has to spend for any kind of marketing that brings people into the game? And for every 100 people, let's say you spend $1,000 for every 100 people, right? I'm just making up numbers here, but you know that you're going to get 5 people who are going to be in the game for the long haul. Well, now all of a sudden it just becomes a math equation, and you can start throwing money at the problem in a very productive way. Now, I'm not saying we should throw money around, but this is a good experiment to see how it goes. And if it is successful and the team can take whatever feedback from it and tweak it to make it even more effective, then this could be something that would be well worth exploring, at least at this point in time. So just want to share that with you guys. This is a current draft proposal, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.